Hey guys, we're gonna get started in just a couple minutes. JT said to get on here a little bit early, so I did that. So I'm here and we'll get started in just a minute. Hey there. What's up, EMP? So fun to be on here live this morning. We get started in just a minute with today's episode of Daily Dose of Awesome. And I'll tell you all about it in just a second. Okay. Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining us. Have you ever wondered what would compel someone who is already successful in network marketing? What would compel them to even look at Attraction Marketing or Elite Marketing Pro or joining your team, for example? What would make someone want to do that? Well, in today's episode of Daily Dose of Awesome, we're going to talk about exactly that. We're going to talk about how you can actually use that knowledge to attract other top network marketers into your EMP opportunity, but also onto your team. Would that be exciting to you? Awesome. Well, my name is Joy Kelly, and I've been in network marketing for over 20 years, successfully in network marketing for over 20 years, and I've been with EMP now since about the end of November of last year. So we're going to talk a little bit about that topic today, and I'm just so excited and honored that I was asked to bring you this 15-minute dose of your inspiration, education, and motivation to have you have an awesome, awesome day. So thanks, JT and Fernie, for trusting in me. Normally, I would be up here with my daughter, Jake, and we'll tell you a little bit about that in just a second, but we want to welcome all of you. Hey, Emma Davies from the UK. Great. Yeah, let us know where you're coming in from and that you can actually hear me. Hey, Chuck from, is that South Carolina? Yes? Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Lots of people that I haven't met yet. Tracy Wilson. Hi, Christian Borden from Oklahoma. Tracy from Alberta. Wow, you guys are from all over the place. It's so exciting. I'm here in Santa Barbara, California, where it's another gorgeous day outside. Just really, really, really beautiful. And Fernie asked me if I'd share why someone like Jake and I, my daughter, would want to join a community like this. And I want to tell you about that. And I also want to give it to you in a way that helps you to take the points that I'm going to give you and reach out to other people that are already successful in network marketing, because it really, truly does work. And I also want you to know the value. Hey, Emma, yeah, we met at NES. Awesome. Awesome. I'll have to look you up afterwards and put a face to your name. Hi, Shavonda from Tennessee. That's so great. Good, good, good. So let's just jump right in. Once again, my name is Joy Kelly from jakeandjoy.com, and normally I'm here with my daughter. We just got back from our company conference, and she had a little bit too much fun, lost her voice completely. In fact, this morning I was thinking it would be a good time to have her on this call with me, because then I wouldn't have to interrupt her so much, because if you've ever seen us do lives, I tend to interrupt her a little bit. But it's kind of fun to do this on my own, although I do really miss her. But a lot of times people ask us, what made you decide to join Attraction Marketing Formula? And what made you buy the actual product? What attracted you to joining the Elite Marketing Pro community? You're already really successful in what you're doing. And that is true. That is true. We were already really successful in network marketing. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story, and then we'll dive into what did I see this community offering me as someone who is already successful. So I'm going to back up a few years, and back to when I was a little girl. I was 3 years old. My mom, who was married at the time and had 5 kids under the age of 9. She had just given birth to her 5th. Hi, Richard. She'd just given birth to her 5th child, and my dad told her that he was going fishing, and he never came back. True story. So here my mom is with these 5 kids under the age of 9, and I think she had an entrepreneurial spirit, but back in the 50s and 60s, I don't know how attractive that was for a woman, but she did want to follow her passion. Her passion was teaching music, and so she went She went back to school and got her 3rd degree and became a music teacher so she could follow her passion and do what she loved, which was teaching, which was, music. So that was really great. And she taught me a big lesson about following your passion. And I really wanted to follow in her footsteps in that regard. But she did not have a life of very many choices. Being a teacher back then, well, even now, being a teacher does not come with a very big paycheck. If any of you are teachers in the listening, give me a heart in the comment section below, because I know there's a lot of teachers who are now trying to wend their way into either network marketing or affiliate marketing to fill in the gap of what they're not making as a teacher, and it's really kind of sad. So I knew that I wanted to have more of a life of choice, and I had a degree in biology, and I went into the fitness industry and decided that I was going to reach the pinnacle of the fitness industry. I was going to become one of those fitness superstars, right? And my sister and I was a runner, so I had no business like teaching people how to count or do dance moves or any of that stuff. I was a total geek. But my sister was bound and determined to help us become national aerobics champions. And so that's what we did. And we became national step aerobics champions in 1992. And it was great. It really launched our career. I had, I made a lot of videos. I traveled with Bart Connor and Nadia Comaneci. I worked for Nike and the Step Company, had billboards made with me. It was really a pretty heady time. But I was also a single mom. And Jake at the time was just a little girl, and I had to leave her with someone to take care of her all the time because I was on the road at least half of the month. We made really good money, and we were at the pinnacle of our career, but it was not how I wanted my daughter to live her life. And so my sister got another brilliant idea that we would open a health club of our own. And that was a very, very bad idea. We did not really have much business experience, and that's one thing I love about network marketing. We'll get into that in just a minute, is that you don't have to have a lot of business experience to learn how to do this business. But we opened a club of our own. We were both single moms, put everything we owned on the line. It was not a good time to be opening a health club. It was one of the worst economic downturns in terms of the housing market. We put our houses that already had 11.75% interest on them up for, that was the collateral for our club. And we struggled with it for several years and just decided that we had to just toss it in. Now, in that time, a lot of people had come to me with a network marketing opportunity, of course, right? I'm a fitness professional. We all think about that, and it's the one thing that, probably we hate the most that drives us to learn about attraction marketing is we don't want to be that annoying person that's calling the gym owner down the street. Hi, Michael. So, it's really important that we remember those roots. So I closed my health club, and I really was looking at what was next. And I'd been using a product for a while, and the woman who had introduced me to it kept following up with me, which was really a good thing. She kept following up with me, and we can still do that in the online marketing world, but she kept following up with me. And it just was the right time. I had just lost my business. I had just lost my house. I liked the product that I had been using, loved the product actually. And I went to one of their little conferences, and I was just kind of amazed that people from all walks of life were learning to do this thing. So I threw my hat over the fence, and I reached the top position in that company, which I'm still with, in about 2.5 years. And I did this all the old school way. There were no computers then. I had a cell phone for a little while, but it cost so much I got rid of it quickly. But I built it the old school way, and I was pretty content being there. Jake was 7 at the time, and she kind of grew up in this community. And when she got to be an adult and graduated from college with an art degree, which is so useful. She played 2 sports in college at the Division I level, and was an art major, and not a lot of employment opportunities when you get out with that. So she kind of was looking at what I was doing and trying to figure it out, and it was at the time that social media was exploding in network marketing, and she decided that she could learn how to use social media to build her business. And social media is a piece of online marketing that we must master to be good in this arena. But she got really good at it, and she reached that top position in our company in 10 months. Took me 2.5 years. She did it in 10 months using social media. But then social media stopped working. It stopped working the way that she had been using it. And if you look at your friends' pages, a lot of people are still using social media that way. There's some really good tools in your back office in EMP that you can learn how to be good at social media, and I highly recommend it. But the way that she was using social media wasn't working anymore. And so she really, really, really wanted to find what was next. And she knew that even though people in the US were not using these techniques yet in our company. She knew that they were in Australia and Europe, and she also knew that they were lying about it. Because I just got back from the conference and everybody gets up on stage and says, gotta go, who do you know, make a list, blah, 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 blah. And in fact, they're taking out ads and using all of the things that we learned through Elite Marketing Pro. So we investigated a lot of different opportunities for learning online marketing. Jake was convinced that this was the way to go, and I wanted to help my daughter. I wanted to stay with her. And so we investigated all the different ways that we could do this. And I did what anyone who's making decent money would do, is I hired someone to do my online marketing. And they did a fancy website for me, and they were supposed to be posting my social media stuff and supposed to be bringing me all of these likes and all of that. Well, we paid 2 different people simultaneously, and we were paying one $1,600 a month and the other $1,200 a month. So almost $3,000 a month to run this stuff for us. And in the course of that time, it really did nothing for us. And it was so discouraging to Jake, and it was so discouraging to me because I had dumped all this money in it. And for me, I wanted to stay relevant, and that's point number 1. So people who are already successful in network marketing, they want to stay relevant because they want to bring new people into their community, and the only way to do that is to stay relevant. And I know that there are a lot of companies out there that are teaching really old school methods, and those old school methods still work. I still meet people on the street that I have an intuition that I'm going to make a relationship with, but using online marketing, using attraction marketing just brings you a much bigger, it would be like if you were dropped into a room full of people that had all said, hey, I want to know more about attraction marketing, or hey, I want to know more about network marketing, or hey, I want to know more about your company. So that's really the biggest thing is, I know that back in the day when the top leader in my company was getting going, he took out ads. He took out newspaper ads, and it brought a lot of people to him that were, looking for an opportunity. And so they were calling him looking for an opportunity. He wasn't out beating down doors. And that's really what we do with online marketing and attraction marketing, is that it's like running a newspaper ad, that people who want to talk to you are reaching out to you. And so that's point number 1, is that I want to be relevant, and I know that other leaders, I'm getting hot because I'm getting so excited about what we're talking about, but I know that other leaders also in network marketing want to stay relevant. So this is a really important point for you to know. Give me a 1 in the comments section below if you want to stay relevant in the community. Thank you, Michael, for typing that out for me. Yeah, so staying relevant in the community, staying relevant to other people. And then it is one of the most important things you're going to find as you stay in this industry. Okay, number 2, even though it's really great to be, I am pretty good at what I do, and we had an elite retreat for the first time this summer up at Whistler, and the company invited the top 80 people from Canada, US, and Australia to go, and my husband and I were 2 of those 80. So that's where I am in the company, somewhere in that top 80 in those 3 countries. But you can always get bigger, right? You can always grow bigger, and you can always do it faster, and it's a lot of fun. So even though I'm already successful, I really wanted to go faster, and Jake is also very recognized in our company. Last year, she was the Millennial of the Year. She's on stage quite a bit. She's behind a lot of the programs that we do. But it's fun to grow faster. And I get kind of mad when there are people that I know are growing really fast up in front of the room, and they're telling me that they're not using these methods when I know damn well that, can I say that? Is that okay to say damn? I know darn well that they are using these same methods, whether they learned them someplace else, or they learned them on their own, or they learned them from Elite Marketing Pro. I know that they're using them. So I want my business to grow as fast. I want to be like, oh my God, she's the fastest growing person in the world. I want to be that person, and getting more eyes, more eyeballs in front of what I'm doing is what does that. And so that's why I love the whole Elite Marketing Pro community. We met Fernie virtually last October, November, and it was just really awesome. He was the person that sold me on the whole thing. We went through the Attraction Marketing Formula, we went through the Ignition Coaching, we went through all that, but we knew right away that we were going to work with this company because of the integrity of who Fernie was, and then jumping into it and working with Whit Hyam was our coach right away, and just the willingness of them being able to give us everything. Like, here's how you do this. You have to do the work, of course, you have to do the work, but the willingness of them to just like help us figure it out, to figure it out, to figure it out, to figure it out. So give me a 2 in the comment box below if it's important to you to grow fast. And thank you, Michael, for doing that, because that is number 2. I would love to have that in the comment box. Thank you so much. All right, so number 3, and this is one that you might not have thought about. Number 3 is the ability to take the information that I'm getting and bring it back to my team. And it's much more than just technical stuff, because there's a lot of people on your team that are probably not going to do the technical stuff, but you learn so much more. You're going to learn mindset. You're going to learn time management. I just watched JT DeBolt do a training on mindset and time management. So important. And I know that, and for me, like in the almost 24 years now that I've been doing this, I go elsewhere all the time to get education so I can bring it back to my team. And I know that other leaders do that as well. Well, under the umbrella of Elite Marketing Pro, the amount of material that's available it's shocking to me. It's shocking to me for the price. It just is absolutely shocking that this much information, Brandy Shaver said to me once, who was not at the time a coach, she just was willing to help me because I was confused about where to start, and she was willing to help me, and she said, yeah, it's kind of like insert fire hose, open mouth insert fire hose, and it really did feel like that to me. But now that we have the VIP roadmap, it's so easy. Thank you, Michael. And give me a 3 if teaching your team and sharing what you're learning is important to you. I would really love to have you share that. And it's not just about how to grow your network marketing business. It's also about how to build your life, like how to be more successful in life. And I know that all top leaders everywhere are doing this. So if that's important to you, if it's important to you to get education that you can bring back, give me a 3 down below. Thank you, Chuck, for that 3. I love it. So I'm going to give you one little bonus. I'm going to give you a bonus. Well, Bart, you might not have much of a team right now, but you're going to have a team, number 1. Number 2, I love to practice what I learn. So when I'm learning something, I can teach it to somebody else that's not necessarily on my team. You can get on your Facebook Lives and teach what you're learning. So that's really key, even if you don't have a team right now. And then also, there's a lot of stuff that we learn that is applicable to being a good wife, a good husband, a good mom, a good dad, a good sister, a good friend, and just managing life in general. And what if you could share that with people? Like, what if you could share that with maybe you belong to Toastmasters like I do. You could share it with your Toastmasters group. What a great topic for you to be able to share. So I just think that that's so important. And then lastly, here's a bonus one. Yes, Christian, definitely practice teaching this stuff on your Facebook Lives. It's so key, and it's really a great way for you to do it. And it's great for you to get good at doing lives. Then lastly, my bonus, I'm going to give you a bonus, number 4, and this is also one that you might not have thought of, but give me a 4 if you like fun. I love to have fun, love to have fun. Yeah, Jan, Toastmasters does really rock. So yeah, give me a 4 if you'd like to have fun. This is such a fun, inviting community to keep coming back to keep growing, to keep learning. It's just been awesome and amazing for both Jake and me. So I'm just going to sum up everything that we covered so that you can know how you can go and help other successful network marketers. Because a lot of times you think, well, why would anybody want to work with me? I'm not successful yet in this world. I'm not successful in network marketing, but you know more. Carrie Hyam always says this: a 4th grader is a god to a 2nd grader. You know so much that you can teach other people. And so not only will they want to, look at what you've got with EMP, but they may even want to work with you personally and join your team because you've given them so much value. So just to sum it all up, number 1 is that you want to stay relevant. Number 2 is that you want to go faster than you're going right now, even if you're already going fast. I don't know any top leader that doesn't want it to go faster and doesn't want to be bigger and better than they are right now. Number 3, valuable information to teach your team. And number 4, fun. And that is all I have for today. You know that Daily Dose of Awesome will be back tomorrow with another great mentor. Can you believe they provide this for free every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and everything in between there and all around the world. They provide this every week, day in, day out, Monday through Friday. I just think it's fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So I am Joy Kelly from jakeandjoy.com, and I'm signing off. Go out and have an awesome day. Go out and have an awesome life. It was so fun being with you all.